Cuba's president says his country has faced the pandemic head-on and won. Now, exuding conference, Miguel Diaz-Canel says the island will take steps to improve the Cuban economy.
We're living in a world and dealing with a complex situation which has turned highly defiant, and we must face it, aware that we cannot keep managing some economic areas, as we have thus far, without achieving the results we need.
In keeping with the president's statements, the government released details about a national strategy. It's aimed at strengthening the economy by prioritizing agricultural food production, improving the performance of state companies, and increasing exports. It also aims to expand the private sector, which represents just 13% of local labor.
We are considering that our economy can operate with micro, small and medium enterprises, both in the state and private sectors, and even making joint ventures in both areas.
Private workers like Enrique Suarez, who owns a restaurant in downtown Havana, have welcomed the new measures.
Ya nos vemos como una microempresa, o sea.
We already consider our business as a micro-enterprise. What we are missing is legal recognition as such. This would imply new duties, but it would provide us with an entrepreneurial structure, gaining efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and appropriate accounting. It would be great.
Also announced a plan to allow retail shops to sell food items and cleaning products with a debit card in US dollars, a project aimed at collecting hard currency from relatives abroad, particularly from family remittances.
A similar initiative was adopted in a previous economic crisis as a result of the reality we're living, which means collecting hard currency wherever it's possible and making reinvestments in order to revitalize the country's economy.
Cuba was struggling economically even before the onset of the COVID-19 outbreak, largely due to U.S. Donald Trump's administration's sanctions on key sectors like travel and tourism, remittances, financial transactions, and fuel imports. For local economists, the new package of measures was overdue.
I do think that what has been announced so far is very positive to revitalize the Cuban economy, but it all must be undertaken as soon as possible. I think all this sends a good message that we have survived a health crisis. Now we must keep living.
Cuban authorities say that after having reached a post-COVID-19 stage, the priority is strengthening the country's economy to meet the challenge posed by the deep world economic crisis caused by the pandemic. In Havana, Luis Chirino for CGTN.